Roblox just fully broke and we got a crazy new glitch. Roblox might be releasing another event soon and more crazy news today. So if you're new, please subscribe to help us reach 400,000 subs. Most of you aren't even subscribed, so please subscribe. Let's get into it. And firstly, let's start with Roblox being fully broken right now. And it's probably not the way that you think because we have a new glitch going on right now that we never really seen before, and it's pretty funny actually. So I don't even know how this happened or how it's even possible, but let me just read out the tweet and show you the video. RTC News tweeted us saying, "There's currently a bug that makes players randomly jump to extreme heights in all games." And yeah, as you can see in the video, this is not like a joke or anything like that. It's a big glitch going on in Roblox right now where for some reason, I think if you hold down the spacebar, after a few jumps it'll just launch you into the sky. And as he mentioned, it's not due to like a game or anything like that. It's actually possible in any single game. It doesn't have to be in like a private server or anything like that. You can just do this whenever, which is actually insane. I don't know how Roblox broke this bad or how it's even possible, but it is pretty funny to see. And with that, people have been abusing this glitch to give themselves advantages in games. Like as we see in this video, someone's trying to use the glitch to, help themselves with tower pecking and stuff like that. It's a pretty crazy glitch going on right now. Now to be fair, it is a bit weird how this works, because I've seen some people saying that it doesn't work for them. I tried doing it, it doesn't work for me, but then I've seen a bunch of people tweeting saying it works for them. So I think it's really weird right now, and it's completely broken. And also with that being said, by the time this video is out, it probably has been patched by now, but it is still pretty funny to see. And it doesn't even end here. Around this time, Roblox in general is being very glitchy and very weird. And not only just that, but the whole day actually there's issues going on with the entire platform. Like also with that, for some reason, a lot of people are experiencing issues loading into the game and they're lagging a lot. And I even experienced the issue. I tried joining the Hunt game, for example, and as you can see here, I was stuck on the screen for like 5 minutes before getting into the game. Super weird, and I couldn't move around or anything, and it was being very glitchy and very weird. And also when I got into a game, and I saw a bunch of tweets too of people saying that they're lagging more than usual. And I experienced this too. I was I was lagging a lot yesterday. And then also with that, I've seen a lot of people saying that random aspects of the website also broke for them. As we can see here, this person's entire game turned red, which is kind of crazy. I don't know how that happened, but we actually have seen something like this before where it's actually pink instead of red. So I guess there's a new one. But to be fair, this might have just been a doors issue, because as you guys can see, the UI and stuff like that looks all normal, and usually when this breaks, everything breaks, so it might have just been a doors problem. But still pretty glitchy and really weird. And then also with that, I saw so much people tweeting just random aspects of the website broke. The avatar editor, them lagging and stuff like that. As I'm editing this, I didn't realize how weird the avatar glitch thing actually was. For some reason, for a lot of people, the avatar editor is just gone. Like it's completely gone. And it'll say right here that if you want to use it, open up the app and stuff, which is very weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but once again, we can see roles are being broken and people can't even change their avatars right now, which is kind of crazy. It's missing for just a lot of people. And in general, yesterday roles is completely broke and we got some really weird glitches. And also I mentioned this in my last video, but all the hunt items have been broken recently too. Like yesterday, the hair that they released spawned everyone up in the sky, and it also invisible in game, which is pretty crazy. And it didn't get fixed until like hours later. And in general, we got some of the craziest and weirdest Roblox glitches that we ever seen. Hairs making people go high up in the sky and spawn high up in the sky. The jumping glitch, random access of Roblox breaking. It was super weird yesterday and really broken. Pretty funny to see though, the whole jumping thing. And it's kind of crazy how people use it to their advantage in games like Tower Pack and stuff. But anyways, with that being said, our next story of another pretty insane story being Roblox might be doing another event soon, another version of the hunt. RTC News here to us saying, leaked source code suggests that Roblox may be preparing for future hunts. And as we can see here, this was found in the files. It says, Mega Hunt Tooltip April, next month assuming. Complete quests in these experiences to earn badge and unlock prizes. Event ends April X at YAM PT. And there's another thing in the code which basically just says the exact same thing, which is pretty insane because not only does this potentially reveal a new hunt coming soon, but if you think about it, it's all kind of makes sense. Number one, Roblox always called it the Hunt First Edition, which kind of implies there's going to be more editions. Why would you call something the first edition if you're only going to do one edition of it? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. So maybe this means we're going to get more editions. And also with that, the timing makes complete sense. The Hunt First Edition ends March 31st. So if they were going to do another edition, it would make sense to do it around April time. Now with that being said, nothing is 100% confirmed until Roblox says something. A lot of people are even speculating that maybe they're just preparing for next year, which could be possible, but that seems like kind of crazy to do it this early. I don't know. But this was just found in the files. And also with that being said, I know a lot of people are freaking out about the Mega Hunt thing, which I kind of glanced over. As you can see, it says Mega Hunt. And the reason I don't think that's a big deal is because when we started getting leaks for the first hunt, they also used the name Mega Hunt. If you guys remember, it was just like the sort for the hunt games. That's what they call it. And I actually think them calling it the Mega Hunt is another kind of teaser that they're going to do more. Because I feel like the Mega Hunt is like the overall name for all of them. And then under it is every single edition, if that makes sense. So the Mega Hunt is the term for like everything under the umbrella. And then everything under the Mega Hunt is just the editions. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll try to put a graphic up of what I mean. But besides that, I don't think the Mega Hunt has much significance in this case. Now also with that being said, and with it being the Roblox community, people automatically started freaking out, being like, maybe this is going to be an egg hunt, it ends right at Easter time, maybe we're getting an egg hunt. And a lot of people have already started theorizing like crazy right now. Like for example, if you go to roblox.com/egghunt, it actually leads you to the hunt page. Now with that being said, I don't think this actually means much because this isn't like a new link or anything if you aren't aware. This link was used like a while ago for another egg hunt, and I'm assuming that since he added like a new event page, it automatically just redirected to the hunt now. I know it seems pretty insane, but I feel like people are starting to freak out too early right now, and I don't think it's going to be another egg hunt, and I think we have to wait and see before we start getting our hopes up. But I mean, it is still interesting, but I don't think it has much significance. I think it's just a coincidence. But with that being said, our next story, a pretty insane thing that just happened of a Roblox Dominus selling for a lot of money. Event enters here to what I was saying. A code for the Deadly Dark Dominus has sold for an undisclosed amount USD. We believe that the code sold for at least $50,000. However, it's possible that it sold for as high as $85,000 or more. Now, like they mentioned, the price isn't confirmed or anything like that, but that's still pretty crazy because this item definitely went in the tens of thousands of dollars, which is insane. You know, tens of thousands of dollars for a Roblox item is wild. And with that being said, if you guys remember, this is actually not the first one that we've seen. At the start of this year, another Deadly Dark Dominus sold for $40,000 USD. And I think that's why people are assuming it probably went for 50k. Because if one sold for 40,000, you assume that it's probably gonna sell around the same range. The fact that two Dominuses now sold for probably like 40,000 or more is insane, and it shows like how rare the item actually is. Speaking of which, you're probably wondering at this point, why is it so expensive? And basically this Dominus wasn't released like normally. It wasn't just put onto the catalog or anything like that. This Dominus was actually given away at a special event, like an in-person event with a special code only given at that event. So it's very rare because you have to be at the right place at the right time back in like 2019, and only a handful exist, which is why they're so rare and selling for so much money. Because on top of that, it's just like a code. You can't just buy it for Robux no matter what or sell it or anything like that. You have to have the code. So it's pretty insane that it's selling for this much. And it's kind of crazy that in this year, we already seen 2 of these sold. But anyways, with that being said, our next story is this Roblox game got hacked. As you can see here, the Roblox game Parker Reborn got completely hacked. And from the looks of it, it seems like the entire game was reset to like the default base plate, and then these people were advertising their Discord, like the hackers were advertising their Discord, which is pretty insane and pretty crazy. We haven't seen a hack like this I feel like in a while, and I'm assuming it's probably due to another backdoor situation. Like they probably had like an admin panel that they got a backdoor to. It's probably something like that, to be honest, because every time we see something like this, it's usually due to a backdoor. However, with that being said, if the game was actually reset to the default base plate, that's actually kind of concerning, because that means that the game was probably just hacked like straight up, not through a backdoor. Because I think we've seen backdoors and like hackers mess with the map before, but not completely like delete it. And it's very crazy what's going on, but luckily with that being said, I think by the time this video's up, it should be fully back and working properly. But it's still a pretty crazy situation, and the game was hacked for a while. And anyways, with that being said, it's our last story of some pretty insane new Roblox items, and some of the best ones I've seen honestly in a while. So firstly, there's going to be this item, which is not free, don't get your hopes up, but it still looks pretty cool, of a teacup with a pretty cool animation. We've seen some particle effects and stuff like that, but as we can see here, they're using particle effects in a different way, and it's actually a very cool item, I can't even lie. And it doesn't end here. Recently, Roblox has released and leaked a bunch of very interesting new items, all which are for gift cards and stuff like that, and they're all like different regions and stuff. So unfortunately, majority of you probably can't even get them due to like the region restrictions, but the others are pretty cool to look at. Next up are these, which we got some pretty insane ones. We got the bee with a man face on it, which I know a lot of people are excited about, and then like a sunflower with some bees flying around it, you know, the popcorn, and then there's like eggs and toast and stuff like that. And once again, they're doing some pretty unique particle effects and stuff like that, and they're putting a lot of effort into these items, you know, making them more than just like an item. And then on top of all that, there's 3 more here, which are going to be with particle effects. There's going to be a banana with just bananas flying around it, which is kind of basic, and then this bunny, which is kind of weird. But then the coolest one in my opinion is this pelican, which has a bunch of Robux in its mouth, and it's going to emit Robux like particle effects, which is pretty crazy. And in general right now, all these items coming up, we can see that Roblox is putting more effort into these and doing like experimenting with particle effects and stuff like that, which is very cool. I know they've been doing these recently with particle effects, but as you can see, they're adding more to it now and playing around with them even more. Like I mentioned though, these are all to do with gift cards and also region lock too. For example, as you can see here, some are only in Japan, some are at Costco, Target. It's all different, but they're all very cool. And with that being said, if you enjoyed, check the video to find out how Roblox made a pretty big mistake, and I'll see you in the next one.